Good morning, YouTube. You join me in the Lake District on a fucking gorgeous morning, I'm gonna say. It's not too hot yet, but I think it's gonna be in a bit, so me and Big Moo were up and out early. What's on the cards? Well, we're doing like a little week away in the caravan, which I like to see on the other channel. We've been down to Sherwood Pines, and then now we're up in the Lake District, Windermere Caravan and Camping Club site. Yeah, kind of sound actually like kind of nice. But anyway though, I thought I'd take the opportunity to pull the old Wainwright book out, see what we're close to. And we are right next to, out of there Kylo, Sallows Summit and Sour House, I think it is how you say it, I don't know. But it's only a cheeky 6 mile walk, 6.5 mile. I thought I'd bring them out for a little spin this morning, a couple hours. Got the old running trainers on. I might have a little jog for a bit, I don't know. But I think we're going up there. Add to the Wainwright collection. I've been trying to log all these. I don't know if I started it about 2 years ago, maybe even 3 now, where I said I was going to try and do them all in a year. I think it's about 30 in 2 or 3 years. The problem I've got is I would be here every weekend, but obviously money, price of diesel, all the rest of it, I'm not going to moan about it. But I just live too far away from the Lake District, that's the problem, like. And got lots of other commitments, but if you do watch the other videos I do on the motorbike, this is actually a green lane that I'm on. Where I park the van at the bottom, it says byway open to all traffic. I was like, well, that's interesting, isn't it? That is interesting. Let's see how far I get. The weather our weekend now has been absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. It's just nice at the minute. It's about 12 degrees, a little bit coolish. But it's going to get hot later. It's going to get red out. So I thought I'd get up and out early with the moves. You know what they say, don't you? Early dog catches the tick. How peaceful and still is that this morning? Oh, yeah. The camera never ever does it any justice, like. But we haven't even started climbing yet. Well, we've had a little climb, not major, but look at this. How was that for good morning, man? Oh, it's beautiful, that. Someone should put a park bench here. I could just sit and have a cup of tea. There's a guy who's come motoring past on an electric bike, which soon could be me, but I bet it was fun on this stuff. Take a little mini waterfall. Anybody out there, any recommendations on electric bikes? I've kind of settled a little bit on the Trek Fuel EX. Or should I say the Trek Fuel Plus EX. Bit of a lightweight one. Obviously you see I've test rode a few now, about 4. The only one that jumps out to Trek, if I'm honest. I don't know what it is. The other ones, a lot more powerful motors, etc, etc. But I feel like with them ones, it's just about the uphill, that's all. They've made the bike so powerful. You really do enjoy the uphills, you really do. But other than that though, nothing really much is that enjoyable on them after that. The straights, the flowy stuff, the downhill. I'm not the best at reviews, but I'll give them my best shot. I feel like, other than pedaling uphill on them, they're just a bit shit. A bit heavy, a bit cumbersome. I've ridden bikes all my life, mountain bikes, motocross bikes, road bikes, track bikes, and a big part is the fun stuff. The bit where you're not having to pedal, gravity takes over and you kind of whee down the hill. Takes you back to your childhood a little bit. The Trek, very light, very playful. But any recommendations? I have had a look at the Specialized SL, but they don't seem to do an updated version for this year. The Amflows, I just don't think that's me. The canny beastie, them Amflows, and they're really nice bikes, so beautiful bikes. So at the minute, it's a Trek or the Specialized SL. Is there any other lightweight ones anybody knows of? If you do, in the comment section. If there's any recommendations on non-lightweight ones, really. Quick sit rep. We are 2.4 miles, 53 minutes, 1,266 feet of elevation. I think the peak is 1650, so we're about 300 foot of elevation off. Not too far now. I think this green lane's got to take a while at the top. Be pretty cool to get the bike on the top of a Wainwright, like the motorbike that is. Sure, I'll not be the first person to do it, but I sure would enjoy that task. Does anybody else do this? When you're walking up a big hill, it's kind of a bit hard. You're sweating. And you think, oh, I can't wait to get to the top. I can't wait. Oh God. Sounds like a zombie sheep, that thing. But you're like, oh, I can't wait to get to the top. I can't wait to get back to the van. Then, for a split second, thoughts like that creep in, but then you remind yourself, Sean, you're back at work on Tuesday. Before you know it, you're going to be sat in an office. And then all of a sudden, you kind of slap bang into the present. You take your head up, you look around, and you think, oh, there is absolutely no place I would rather be right now than walking up this hill, sweating, just with these views. It is fucking beautiful. Got a nice Sunday dinner planned this afternoon with the family. Life's good, man. Life's good. Might take Hootie to see the horses. Ronnie and Wendy. She was there last night, looking on, feeding them. Back at the caravan park where we're staying. There's two very nice horses, proper characters. Ronnie and Wendy they're called. Dead playful. Running up and down the fields and that the way yesterday with the kids. Almost putting a little show on for everybody. Daisy was pulling the grass, so dead gentle now, taking the grass off the kids and that. Apparently they love polos. Which probably means they've overdosed on polos, so I bet all the kids are feeding them polos. Aye man, life's good. Good for the soul coming places like this. Even if I do have salt in my eye. Days like today as well, man. You won't get many days like this, I think, in the UK. Or you might get plenty of days like this, but you just don't get to experience many days like this, doing stuff like this. They're few and far between. It's always either blowing a gale, pissing down a rain, or snowing. Which isn't too bad. I really don't mind a bit of snow. I would probably say over the years I've been a lot more active in the winter than I have the summer. I feel like the summer I go into kind of sloth mode, because it's just too hot. I'm like a sweaty person, as you can probably see. So I just end up sweating all the time in the summer, whereas the winter, I like to move a bit more. Anybody else like that? Anybody else like that find themselves being more active in the winter than the summer? Summit number one of the day. Oh. And just check out these views, man. Fucking what a beauty, man. What an absolute beauty of a day. Beautiful. So I'm currently at, and I'm heading over along this ridge line to a point over there. And I think I'm more than 3/4 of the way then. It's just a case of coming back home. The hiking boots are canny old. Like, I've got some miles on them now. Saying that, way, I had about 4-year-old, 5-year-old, but they've been up Ben Nevis a couple of times, Scarfell a couple of times, Helvellyn I don't know how many times, Blancathra I don't know how many times, Snowdon twice actually, up Snowdon as well. They've done a canny bit in the last 4 to 5 years, them boots like, but they're still kind of like in good nick. They do leak a bit like, but I've never met a boot that doesn't, to be honest with you. I think the question of leaky boots and that is just not a case of being waterproof. I think it's more of a case of how long for. If you're out long enough, everything leaks in the end, I think. It always gets you in the end. And they say, if it ain't raining, it ain't training. But I brought my trainers today though. I do prefer to walk in a boot, but like I say, they've been hurting my feet. But I bought a new pair of trail running trainers, but then I did a typical show, and I was like, oh, they're too nice to go trail running. And Wallace has been griefing us. She's like, you better not there's money on trainers and stuff, and you don't bloody wear them. I was like, I was brought up to keep your stuff nice. You keep your good stuff for best. For when you do your best walks and your best runs, which is probably never, but you should keep your stuff till best anyway. I always had my Sunday clothes when we went anywhere. Me and your ma would stick in your best gear, like all your named clothes, you know, your expensive ones. And as soon as you got back home, you'd put your shit back on. You would say, but I was the kind of kid though, I was like climbing trees, man, building dens and that, man. I can understand why my mum did it, because like your stuff just gets wrecked on it. It gets embedded in you as you get older. It's like I'm still out here climbing trees, running up hills, wrecking me fucking trainers. This is the trainers anyway, I'll show you them. Ooh. I know the Nike. I don't know what model of that though. I buy stuff just because it looks nice. I'm like a salesman's dream. I flick through stuff on the internet, and if it looks shiny, I'm like, ooh, I'll have that. And wait, I was going to say they cost a few quid, but it didn't really cost 100 quid, which in the grand scheme of things probably isn't expensive for a trainer these days. Some of the young'uns at work and that, they're paying 700-800 quid for a pair of bloody trainers, and they don't even go running in them. They just go and stand in the pub and drink. What's the point of that? Like, there's no better than going to like go outdoors, or you go to like a mountain shop. You come across the Lake District and you get them mountain shops and that, and you go in and you're just like, yeah, I might need a pickaxe. Like, well, not a pickaxe, like an ice axe. I might need one. Do you know what I mean? Probably never gonna need one ever. Never gonna use it ever. But you never know. And yeah, it's a couple £100, but you know, you need it. And know what my saying is? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I love just buying stuff like that. Like Garmin watches, GoPro stuff, drones, electric bikes, motorbikes, stuff for the motorbike, kit for the motorbike, boots, helmets, gloves, heated gloves. I spend all my money on just shit like that, as Wallace would say. I've got tons of it in the house. Ranges from diving gear all the way through hiking, ultra running vests, numerous backpacks. Whoa. Take your pick. I've probably got anything from a 1 to 2 litre bum bag, 1 to 2 litre running belt, to a 5 to 10 litre bum bag, to a 10 to 20 litre backpack, to a 20 to 30 litre backpack, to a 30, I think it must be a 40 or 50 litre backpack. I've got dry bags. I've got 2 sleeping bags for days. I think I'm camping once a year. I've got sleeping bags. 1, 2, 6 sleeping bags. It must be a thing though, because my dad's the same as me. Like, we only go to B&Q and that as well. You know, I might need a chop saw one day. Do you know what I mean? I might need a JCB digger if they'll just come down in price. If I won the lottery, I'd be a nightmare. I'd literally buy a plot of land or a house with a big plot of land. This is why people like me don't have any money. And I would literally be just digging with diggers and all sorts. It would be fucking class. I would love it. Right, everyone. Welcome to Sour House. Come on now. Farmer on his quad in the distance, looks like he's having a cup of tea. Imagine that being your view for the office of the day. Oh, wowza. Wowza. Currently sitting on 4.5 mile, hour and a half. We're going to get a little bite to eat. quick banana and a flapjack, mouthful of water, I'm going to get going. Couple of miles back at the van. I need to figure out which way to go. Yeah, actually, no. That'd be a good idea. Got the banana, you worry. Keep it going. Don't you just love stuff like this? Where it just feels like you're walking off the end of the earth. Look at this. Look at this. Steep old bit that like. Steep old bit. Came down from all the way up the top there. As I was just saying before, but the camera wasn't turned on. Hey. I think it takes a total now. There's another 2 there. It takes a total to, I don't know, about 35ish, which means I've got loads left to do. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.